Hello, Americans. Another friend and subscribers around the world. Back here, man. We are, well, imagine that. We're up here still getting wood. Telling you, dude. Until that snow flies. That's what you're gonna get. Then once the snow flies, then a few outings, but there for a few months you'll probably get, I'll be on the creek bottom most of the time, just doing what I do. That's pretty much what all my videos are, just day-to-day life. Day-to-day life at this old hillbilly. So we're heading up on another mountain. Gonna go up here and cut some wood or grab some wood, just depends on what there is. But the this morning, yesterday's video, I don't know how much I talked about. I haven't edited it yet, but talked about mountain men, cowboys, and woodsmen and all that. Today, because now my mind wanders, I thought we'd touch on pioneers and homesteading. You know that, because those are, in other words, it's kind of like the mountain men, you know, being from, you know, the mountain men that I study and read about, or that my 5th grade grandpa was, or something like that, compared to the mountain men of a TV show. It's a lot different. Same with, you know, pioneer and homesteading. Homestead word. I'll turn up this. Might have to put it in 4-wheel drive, but we'll see. Homesteading. It's definitely. That's frozen. You know, man, I still call the, you know, the creek bottom first, before I started calling it the creeks, or the creek bottom. You know, I was always saying homesteading. You know, for however many years, man, a long time. One second here. Kind of quiet down in here. Hold on, we'll get back to that. Let's check this out. Warmed up a lot here. The last video I was doing was this morning, you know. Now moved on, man. I figured that video is probably too darn long. There's some trash, rag, toilet paper, something. There's all that barbed wire that I'd seen. This is such a nice camp. Yeah, other than some toilet paper, man, pretty clean and tidy. Yeah, we're gonna go down this road just a little bit. There's another camp down there that we'll scope out and see if there's any welfare wood or not. I've got probably I can still get some more, man. I'll tell you what, yesterday that well, I guess I unloaded it yesterday. It was actually a couple days ago. Man, I was looking at my springs and dude, they were going the wrong way, bent the wrong way. I was like, ooh, dude, I probably gotta stop doing that. There's Nice lodge pole saw up. It's a nice camp. Remember, back when I came here, there was a few months ago, man, I cleaned up there was a bunch of junk, man. Somebody had left reminiscences of I can't even remember what the heck it was, a canopy or something. There's some old wood. That's some old wood, man. Old wood. Alright, man, so now let's talk about homesteads and pioneering. You know, homesteading. Gotta go through this. Gotta go through that whole sideways. Hold on a sec. Jump back up here. Alright. But homesteading now compared to real homesteading. Real homesteading was back, you staked out your land. I can't remember that one movie. It's pretty good with old Tom Cruise and Nicole Kidman. I don't know what it is now, where they get to go out and they run out and, stake out their land for homesteading. Homesteading, everybody uses it all loose and freely, and but homesteading, when you create a homestead, you start off with nothing. Man, you build your own house, your own everything, man. Farmland, barns, sheds. This road's rough, but that is so. Just compared to what none of us are homesteaders compared to like that. We're homesteaders, the new generation, I guess. When I got my place, there was nothing on it, but there still was, power, water, and septic. So that wouldn't be considered homesteading. It was to me, man. Nothing wrong with that. And then pioneering. Dude, my daughter-in-law loves that Pioneer Woman. I guess she's got a TV show or something. I don't know. Hold on. This road's rough, man. They've been logging. I didn't see any logging signs though, man, but the logging trucks do this, get this, don't help the washboards at all. Yeah, my daughter-in-law really loves that Pioneer Woman show. I've never seen it. All I know is I buy the stuff that said Pioneer Woman because it gives me brandy points. Let's check this backpack. Check this thing out. Ooh, it's muddy. Dang, man, it's clean. Clean. A little tiny dab of welfare wood, though. There's my mountain through the trees. Pioneers. I'll tell you what. You can call yourself whatever you want, man. It don't. In 2023, man, you can be a mountain man. You can call yourself a cowboy. You can off-gridder. Any of that. Who cares? Who really cares? But as far as the pioneers, back in the day, that is a tough breed of humans, man. And all of it, dude, I don't care. Doing what you do, doing what I do, any of that. them pioneers and them mountain men and them explorers and homesteaders. Dude, as hard as we may work and as much as we may want to live in the past, dude, we ain't you ain't gonna touch what the heck those people went through. You know, man, I do that a lot when I'm out. You know, not necessarily right here, but when I see the mountains. You know, and you're looking at Hell's Canyon, or you're looking at Seven Devils, and you're looking at that, and you think, dude, imagine. Imagine. I don't care if you're Lewis and Clark or you're on the Oregon Trail. You come across, man, and you're thinking, dude, the ocean's got to be over that next rise. And you top that thing, and all of a sudden, man, there's Hell's Canyon, dude. There is a freaking river down there. And you've got to get down there, across that river, and over that next mountain. Heading where you're heading. Dude, that, on horses, with a wagon. Them pioneers they're a different breed, man. I love reading all the stories and tales. I've been reading a little bit of, Kevin got me, which I've read it in the past, man. It's been a long time, but the journals of Lewis and Clark, there's some good, different journals. There's some amazing stuff in there, man. You know, and the people, oh, dude, if you ever get a chance, Journal of a Trapper. Man, the Journal of a Trapper is very good read. Of course, Give Your Heart to the Hawks. All these are books I've read, man. That's a great one. Can't remember the name of the book that I just picked up yesterday, and it actually, dude, here we go again. I knew that this old boy, I think his name's Robert, hadn't seen him in, oh, dude, it would have been, I used to sell him artifacts, Native American artifacts, of course, found on private property. You got to watch all that, and dude, I wouldn't even anymore. I just pick them up and check them out and send them back for the most part anymore. Because what, unless you're really going to do something with it, man, just collecting them, so that they can collect dust is not really what it's all about. But anyway, man, I don't care what your take is of it. But back in the day when I was young and dumb, I used to sell some artifacts or trade, because he's a bead trader. And so I used to trade beads and stuff for artifacts. Then I knew that, I don't know, man, I'd seen him. We were living in the motorhome, so it was, we lived in the motorhome from, 1996 to 2001 or something like that. 95? I can't remember. I think it was 6 years, 6 or 7 years. Anyway, but I used to trade this guy beads and stuff, and then I'd seen him at another show. I think it was after the motorhome, so early 2000s, and he was set up. I set up at a show, and he was set up at a show selling beads. And, we're talking about chevrons, all the Indian trade beads, man. He dealt, dude, he had some. Anyway, he was set up there, and that was the last time I got to see him. And I knew at the time, and I was telling me, actually, he had the first book he had written, was out, and he was trying to sell it on the table, too, and I bought one. And I still got it somewhere. And I can't remember the title of the book and stuff, and if I think about it, I'll put the link, or, his name and stuff, because I think he ended up doing 12 books. And this one that I just picked up 2 days ago at a little shop in Cambridge, Idaho. Dude, in a fabric shop. I always thought it was just fabric, man, and we're standing out there, and we went into an antique shop next to it in Cambridge, a little antique store, then we'd check some stuff out, and they had some old books, because I'm always after my books. And we're standing out, and Kevin was in there buying some stuff, so we're standing out front, and I look in where which it says up on top, you know, gifts and all that. But anyway, I look in the fabric shop, man, and I'm like, dude, there's a whole section, man, of books on Idaho. You know, I'm like, dang, man. So I go on in there, and man, she's got all kinds of different stuff besides fabric, plus it's a frame shop. Anyway, I found this book, and it's all on the different Shoshone Indians and sheep eaters and all that. And that is the sections, or the what I want to be, or that I'm looking for at this time and stuff, is any history of the sheep eaters and the salmon eaters and the Lemhi Indians, because that is what, you know, where my heritage comes from, to a point, you know, other than French. But anyway, I found that book. So I get that book. I'm looking at, or, you know, I buy it. After I bought it and stuff, last night was sitting there, man, flipping through and started reading it. And just the way that it was put together, I thought, dude, this is Robert. This is pretty sure his name's Robert. This is Robert. This is that guy. And I asked Miss Kitty, you remember that guy that used to sell the beads and stuff? Oh yeah, I remember him and stuff. So man, I flip in the back, and luckily enough, sure enough, there's a picture of him. So, you know, exactly what he looked like, you know, back then, when this book was written in 2014, I think. And I'm like, I'll be dang, man. And it's got a website or whatever for his beads, you know. So I click on it, and man, it's, you know, not freaking available or whatever anymore. And so I think, well, crap, I guess I'll look up his name, you know, because he's down in Nampa. And looked him up, and lo and behold, man, he passed away in 2017. I was like, jeez, you know, man, I think he was 74 or something. Dude, I am tired of people dying. This stuff is killing me, dude. You know, man, you know, and I thought, oh, man, I'll get a hold of him, see if he remembers us, which I'm sure he would. You know, it's been a lot of years, but I guess not. And then he had a buddy that, dude, I'm so terrible at freaking names. Now, it's funny because if I hear your mountain name or your nickname, dude, I'll remember that. But as far as Henry or John or Robert or something like that, dude, I'll forget it. Now, if it's topwater or muskrat or, you know, freaking ombre or something like that, then I'll remember. You know, basically what my thought process was on all that, you know, as far as the homesteaders, pioneers, and off-gridders, and mountain men, and cowboys, you know, whatever it is that you want to be, just be it. You know, that really gives a crap what anybody thinks, man. You know, just if it makes you happy, you want to say, or you want to be a pioneer, man, and I'm pioneering this thing. By God, be a pioneer. You want to be a mountain man? By God, be a mountain man. You want to be a cowboy? By God, be a cowboy. You know? Who really cares what anybody thinks? And what's in your heart? That's what really matters. Good Lord willing, them creeks don't rise. We'll be back again tomorrow. See you.